त्यसले गर्दाखेरि विगतको यो खालको आयोजना जस्तै धेरैवटा धार्मिक क्षेत्रबाट चाहिँ हामी समावेश भएर चाहिँ यसरी कार्यक्रम आयोजना अथवा सञ्चालन गरेको चाहिँ अहिले तेस्रो वर्ष हो। त्यसले गर्दाखेरि आजको यस कार्यक्रममा चाहिँ म तपाईहरुलाई के भन्न चाहन्छु भन्दाखेरि आजको यस कार्यक्रमको चाहिँ शीर्षक रहेको छ, यहाँहरूले निमन्त्रणमा पक्कै पनि अध्ययन गर्नुभयो होला, यहाँहरूले पढिसक्नुभयो होला। त्यसले गर्दाखेरि विभिन्न धार्मिक अभ्यासहरूले हाम्रो नकारात्मक भावनालाई कसरी रूपान्तरण गर्न सक्छन् भन्ने विषयमा अहिलेको यो एउटा 21औं शताब्दीमा हामीले भन्ने गर्छन् हेर्ने एउटा दृष्टिकोण हाम्रोमा धेरै प्रकारको छन्। त्यसले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ समाजमा पनि हामीले अब फल्ना यो धर्म डिस्का यो धर्म भनेर चाहिँ धेरै प्रकारको सन्देशहरू गएको छ। त्यसले गर्दाखेरि आज चाहिँ हामीले सबै कुनै पनि धर्मबाट चाहिँ एउटा चाहिँ सकारात्मक भावनाको एउटा सन्देश दिनुभएको छ। त्यसको लागि चाहिँ आज साँच्चीकै हाम्रो सामु आजको कार्यक्रममा एकदमै भनौँ न महत्त्वपूर्ण उहाँहरू चाहिँ हाम्रो लागि एकदम विद्वान हुनुहुन्छ। उहाँले आज चारैवटा चाहिँ धर्मको विषयमा चाहिँ उहाँले आफ्नो एउटा चाहिँ तरिकाबाट चाहिँ उहाँले प्रस्तुत अथवा उहाँले चाहिँ जुन चाहिँ हिन्दू धर्ममा जुन चाहिँ दृष्टिकोण कसरी चाहिँ हामीले हिँड्न सक्दो रहेछ, बुद्धिस्टमा कसरी हिँड्न सक्दो रहेछ, क्रिस्चियनमा कुन दृष्टिकोणबाट हिँड्ने रहेछ त, त्यसै गरी मुस्लिममा के रहेछ त भन्ने त्यसको विषयमा चाहिँ आज उहाँले प्रस्तुत गरिनेछ। यो सँगसँगै म धेरै लामो समय मैले लिँदैन, हाम्रो निमन्त्रणले साँचो स्वीकार गरी पाल्नु भएकोमा सबैलाई फेरि पनि म पहिलो अथवा सर्वप्रथम सबैजनालाई स्वागतम 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 भन्न चाहन्छु। यो पछाडि हाम्रो इङ्ग्लिसबाट चाहिँ तपाईँहरूले स्वागत मन्तव्यको लागि हाम्रो सिस्टर जे आउनुहुन्छ। त्यसैले गर्दाखेरि उहाँले धेरै समय लिँदैन, अब 2-3 मिनट चाहिँ यहाँले उत्साहित गर्नुहोला प्लिज। थ्याङ्क यू।
All of you to today's inter-religious tea gathering. 下午好，女士们、先生们，还有以及我们尊贵的上师，以及我们的宗教领袖，还有我们尊贵的朋友们。我的名字叫佳子，然后代表这个多布图库慈善基金会呢，非常高兴能欢迎大家来到今天的跨文化茶会。It is a great honor for us to have representatives from different spiritual traditions gathered together here today. So we sincerely welcome Muslim, Manalo, Nazrul, Hasan, Falahi, and Hinduism representative Swami Ekarthanand, Buddhism representative Dolpo Tulku Rinpoche, and Christianity representative Sister Stella Davis. Thank you all for being here. So before we begin, let me briefly introduce today's program. 在我们开始之前呢，我先会简单的介绍一下今天的这个日程。So we will first have opening talks from representatives of 4 spiritual traditions. Each one has 15 minutes. So we will ring the bell when it's time, and then followed by a question and answer session for 30 minutes. And then it's a small group discussion of 15 minutes, and concluding remarks by Rinpoche. And finally, we will enjoy the tea together and with a fluent performance by Kambola. 所以我们今天呢会先开始是4位宗教领袖，每个人进行15分钟的这个演讲，然后之后呢会有一个30分钟的提问环节，然后在这之后会有一个15分钟的我们小组讨论的这么一个环节。那最后呢是仁波切会进行一个总结，然后最后大家可以一起品茶，然后聊天，然后并且堪布呢会有一个长笛演奏。Okay, and now we would like to begin with the butter lamp offering ceremony.
Thank you, sister. अनि आजको कार्यक्रमको समय र तालिका यसरी मिलाएको छ। जस्तै पहिलो नम्बरमा स्वागत मन्तव्य गइसकेको छ, त्यसैगरी दोस्रो नम्बरमा चाहिँ दियो प्रज्वलन गरेर चाहिँ आजको यस कार्यक्रमलाई शुभारम्भ गर्नेछौँ। र त्यसैगरी चौथो नम्बरमा जब स्पिकर हुनुहुन्छ उहाँहरूले प्रस्तुति दिइसक्नु भइसके पछाडि प्रश्न उत्तरको समय छ, क्वेसन एन्सरको समय 15 मिनेट छ। त्यस पछाडि चाहिँ साना साना समूहहरू जस्तै 3 जना 4 जनाको समूहमा राखेर चाहिँ हामीले छलफल गर्नेछ, अन्तर्क्रिया छलफल। त्यस पछाडि 6 नम्बरमा चाहिँ आजको यस कार्यक्रमलाई धोल्पो टुल्कु रिम्पोछेज्यूद्वारा समापन मन्तव्य राख्नेछ। र त्यस पछाडि आज हामी जति पनि अतिथिज्यूहरू हुनुहुन्छ, गुरुजनहरू हुनुहुन्छ, सबैजना हाम्रो चाहिँ एउटा फोटोग्राफी सँगै गुरुहरूको समूहमा हामी सबै सँगै बसेर चाहिँ एउटा फोटो खिच्नेछ। र त्यसपछि अन्तिममा चाहिँ फोटो सेसन पछाडि चाहिँ हाम्रो चिया तथा बाँसुरी वादन कार्यक्रम रहनेछ 15 मिनट जति। आजको कार्यक्रम चाहिँ यही हो। त्यसले गर्दाखेरि अब भने हामी स्वागत मन्तव्यलाई चाहिँ अगाडि हामीले गरिसकेको छ। त्यस पछाडि आजको यस कार्यक्रमलाई चाहिँ शुभारम्भ हुनुको लागि म परम पूजनीय धोल्पो टुल्कु रिम्पोछेज्यूलाई अनुरोध गर्न चाहन्छु दियो प्रज्वलन गर्नको लागि। साथै सबैजनाले साथ दिनुहुन हार्दिक अनुरोध गर्न चाहन्छु।
So now we would like to begin with the butter lamp offering and respectfully invite Rinpoche to light the butter lamp as a symbol of wisdom and compassion. 现在呢，我们将会进行一个点灯仪式。
कृपया सबैजनाले जोरदारले ताली बजाउनु।
Nazrul, come.
May the light of wisdom illuminate our hearts and the world. May ignorance, division, and darkness gradually disappear. And may today's dialogue bring greater understanding, peace, and harmony among all people. 希望呢，此油灯灯火能够驱散我们现在所处的黑暗以及世界的混乱，给我们的世界带来和平以及幸福。Thank you.
त्यसैगरी आजको यस दियो प्रज्वलनद्वारा यो एउटा दियो हामीले बालेको यसको चाहिँ एउटा सञ्चाइले अथवा यसको चाहिँ एउटा भनौँ न कारणले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ विश्वमा शान्ति होस् र त्यसैगरी छलको सर्व प्राणी एउटा चाहिँ रातको अन्धकारमा छन् भने उहाँहरू चाहिँ उज्यालो हुन सकुन् र संसारको देवलोक, असुरलोक, मनुष्यलोक, पशुलोक र प्रेतलोक त्यसैगरी नरकलोकको सम्पूर्ण सर्व प्राणीहरूलाई चाहिँ उज्यालो होस् र राम्रो होस्, सबैजनालाई विघ्न बाधाबाट चाहिँ टाढा हुन सकुन् भनेर चाहिँ हामीले त्यही सम्झेर प्रार्थना गरौँ। अब भने साँच्चीकै हाम्रो नेपाल हामीले भन्ने गरिन्छ 100 थुङ्गा फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली भनेर। त्यसैले गर्दाखेरि हाम्रो नेपालको एउटा चाहिँ भूगोल हेर्ने हो भने हाम्रो नेपालमा विभिन्न जातीय विभिन्न धर्म विभिन्न संस्कृति संस्कारले भरिएको एउटा हिमाल तराई र पहाड कति राम्रो सुन्दर हाम्रो नेपाल छ। नेपालभित्रमा नाडीको त्यसो पर्याप्त नभएको चिजै छैन। तपाईँ हामीले साँच्चीकै गहिरो हिसाबले हेर्नु भने धेरै धार्मिक क्षेत्रहरू छन् यहाँ, जस्तै हिन्दू, बुद्धिज्म, क्रिस्चियन, मुस्लिम विभिन्न धर्महरूले भरिएको छ र अत्यन्त सुन्दर छ। त्यसैले गर्दाखेरि आज यस कार्यक्रममा पनि हामीले त्यसै गरी एउटा तलिका कसरी मिलाएको छ भन्दाखेरि अब हाम्रो नेपालमा धेरैवटा धर्महरू छन्। ती मध्येमा हामीले हाम्रो चाहिँ एउटा भनौँ न तर्फबाट होइन हामीले मान्नुपर्ने, सम्मान दिनुपर्ने, मान दिनुपर्ने, विशेष गरेर चाहिँ अब आजको कार्यक्रममा पहिलो नम्बरमा आफ्नो प्रस्तुति दिनुको लागि आजको पहिलो स्पिकर हुनुहुन्छ हिन्दू धर्मलाई चाहिँ प्रतिनिधित्व गरेर पार्नुभएका स्वामी एकार्थानन्द ज्यूलाई चाहिँ आफ्ना प्रस्तुति राखिदिनु हुन म विनम्र अनुरोध गर्न चाहन्छु। कृपया हजुरले आजको समय चाहिँ एकदम सीमित भएको कारणले गर्दाखेरि 15 मिनटसम्म हजुरको समय छ। त्यतिमा चाहिँ हजुरले जुन चाहिँ हाम्रो हिन्दू धर्मबाट चाहिँ हेर्ने दृष्टिकोण र त्यसको विषयमा हजुरले संक्षिप्त रूपमा चाहिँ सबैजनाले व्याख्या अथवा हजुरको प्रस्तुति राखिदिनु हुन हार्दिक अनुरोध गर्न चाहन्छु।
Today we are very fortunate to hear reflections from different spiritual traditions. And now Let's welcome the first speaker. By saying first, I mean there's no order actually, but just to simply make the flow of the programs, we have to do this. So sometimes we do A to Z, sometimes we upstairs to downstairs. So today, our first speaker is Swami Ekarthanand from the Hinduism traditions. Please join me in warmly welcome him. 所以今天第一个发言的是我们印度教的这个代表。
Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Nityarama Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. I am very happy to be here. My respectful pranam and namaskar to Dolpo Tulku Ji and our Maulana Nazrul and Stella and all of you, to all of you, my respectful namaskar. Today's topic is something like countering negative emotions. Nowadays we say negative energy, whatever. So regarding this, in Hinduism we have like as per Bhakti Yoga, then we have these different methods, Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga and Raj Yoga. And in Raj Yoga, especially Patanjali Yoga, it is very similar to Buddhism. That what, suggestions are given how to counter. Patanjali identifies negative emotions under the umbrella of klesha, afflictions. These are the root causes of suffering that disturb the stillness of the mind. The 5 afflictions, negative emotions like hatred, dvesa, or fear, avinivesa, stem from ignorance, which is avidya. When we mistake the transient, the body, ego, etc., for the eternal, that is self, we experience emotional turbulence. In Patanjali Yoga Sutra, there is a Yoga Sutra, avidya, asmita, raga, dvesa, avinivesaha, klesaha. So, commenting on this, Swami Vivekananda says in his Raj Yoga, the pain-bearing obstructions are ignorance, egoism, attachment, aversion, and clinging to life. These are the 5 pains, the 5-fold tie that binds us down, of which ignorance is the cause, ajnana, and the other 4 its effects. It is the only cause of our misery. What else can make us miserable? The nature of the soul is eternal bliss. Sat-Chit Ananda soul, it is called. What can make it sorrowful except ignorance, hallucination, delusion? All pain of the soul is simply delusion. It is in the complete works of Swami Vivekananda, volume 1, page 237. This is the root cause of afflictions and whatever negative thoughts come to our mind. And how to counter it? What are the strategies? It is called Pratipaksha Bhavana. Vitarka Badhane Pratipaksha Bhavana. This is the Yoga Sutra. to obstruct thoughts which are inimical to yoga. Contrary thoughts should be God. Whatever thoughts, negative thoughts come to our mind, that time just the opposite of it. That contrary thoughts should be brought into the mind. This is the way to practice the virtues that have been stated. For instance, when a big wave of anger comes into the mind, how are we to control that? Just by raising an opposing wave. Think of love. Sometimes a mother is very angry with her husband, and while in that state, the baby comes. And she kisses the baby. The old wave dies out and the new wave arises. Love for the child, that is the new wave. That suppresses the other one. Love is opposite to anger. Similarly, when the idea of stealing comes, non-stealing should be brought off. When the idea of receiving gift comes, replace it by contrary thoughts. Like if you feel hatred, intentionally cultivate thoughts of love. That is the thing. And the goal of yoga is actually calming the mind. It is called in the Patanjali Yoga, Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha. What is the goal of our life? That is, mind should be very calm and peaceful. That is the goal of yoga. Yoga is restraining the mind stuff. It is from Patanjali Yoga Sutra, second sutra. From taking various chitta, mind stuff means chitta, from taking various forms, vrittis. Swami Ekarthanand says here in his commentary in the Raj Yoga, a good deal of explanation is necessary here. We have to understand what chitta is and what vrittis are. I will not go into so much details which is here, just a little bit of example. What is chitta? It is the mind stuff. And what are the vrittis? Vrittis are the waves and ripples rising in it. When external causes impinge on it. These vrittis are our universe. Vivekananda gives example. The mind stuff is like a lake. The bottom of a lake we cannot see. Why we cannot see? Because its surface is covered with ripples. When the lake is full of ripples, we cannot see the bottom of the lake. It is only possible for us to catch a glimpse of the bottom when the ripples have subsided and the water is calm. If the water is muddy or is agitated all the time, the bottom will not be seen. If it is clear and there are no waves, we shall see the bottom. The bottom of the lake is our own true self. The lake is the chitta and the waves, the vrittis. Again, the mind is in three states. One which is darkness called tamas, found in brutes and idiots. It only acts to injure. No other idea comes into that state of mind. Then there is the active state of the mind, which is rajas, sattva, raja, tama, three gunas. Rajas, whose chief motives are power and enjoyment. I will be powerful and rule others. That is when it is predominant. Mind is predominant with rajas. Then, like we want to rule over others. That I am the Lord. I can rule over everyone. That kind of ego, kind of problem arises. Then there is the state of sattva, serenity, calmness, in which the wave ceases. and the water of the mind lake becomes clear. It is not inactive. This tamas, which is dullness, is not similar to which is calmness, peaceful state of the mind. Actually, peaceful state of the mind is the equilibrium. That is a balance of all the three. And inactive. It is not inactive, but rather intensely active. That always you are alert. You are always alert. That is the thing. It is the greatest manifestation of power to be calm. To be calm, that is the greatest manifestation of power. It is easy to be active. Let the reins go. Suppose we have a horse, we are riding on horse, and if that horse, whether you let the reins go and let the horse run wherever it likes, or to control it, which is more manifestation of power. Controlling the mind is more manifestation of power. So, that is the calm state, that is sattva. The horses will run away with you, anyone can do that. But he who can stop the plunging horses is the strong man, which requires greater strength. Letting go or straining, the calm man is not the man who is dull. You must not mistake sattva guna for dullness or laziness. So when you are in a state of sattva guna, then there is no negative thoughts. It is according to Patanjali Yoga. Then according to Bhakti Yoga, whatever you do throughout the day, because I will cut short, only 5 minutes remaining. According to Bhakti Yoga again, whatever you do throughout the day, whether knowingly or unknowingly, consciously or unconsciously, you constantly surrender it to the result of the work to the Lord. Like there is a sloka in Sanskrit, Kayena vacha manasa indriyaiva buddhyatmana va prakrite svabhava karomi yat yat sakalam parasmai narayana yati samarpayami. Whatever I did throughout the day, all is knowingly, unknowingly, everything I will dedicate, everything. When we dedicate to the Lord, we should not be selective. That is, only bad things we will give to the Lord and good things I will give. No, not that choice. The whole thing, no credit should be given to me if we have achieved anything great also. Everything due to Lord. So everything should be dedicated to the Lord. And then there is a karma yoga, of course. You just without any motive, very selflessly you do all the activities. That is according to karma yoga, which will also calm your mind. And then there is a jnana yoga, which says, that is according to Advaita Vedanta, jnana yoga, I am the infinite Atman. I am Nitya Suddha Buddha Mukta Swabhav Atman. So I am ever free, ever intelligent, ever pure Atman, and nothing can touch me. So whatever is going on in this world is due to Prakriti is doing. I am untouched by it. That is how, if we can remain in that state of Atman, state of Sakshi, that is just the observer. Things are going on around in this world, but I am just the observer. So we should not superimpose that nature into ourselves. So when I have some problem, I should not say I have the problem. So this body-mind complex, these things are problem, but I am untouched by all these things because I am the pure Atman, pure soul. So according to Advaita Vedanta, that way also we can counter negative thoughts. In short, this is what we can say, and this also I will dedicate to Narayana or Sri Ramakrishna. Kayena vacha manasa indriyaiva buddhatmana va prakrite svabhavat karomi yat yat sakalam parasmai Narayana iti samarpaya.
थ्याङ्क यू भेरी मच। धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद धर्मगुरु स्वामी एकार्थानन्दज्यूलाई। उहाँले साँच्चीकै एकदमै सान्दर्भिक एउटा चाहिँ उहाँले प्रस्तुत गर्नुभयो। उहाँले भन्नुभएको जस्तै सुरुदेखि अन्तिमसम्म सबै मैले स्मरण गर्न नसके पनि एउटा चाहिँ हिन्दू धर्मको एउटा दृष्टिकोण पोइन्ट अफ भ्यूमा पनि साँच्चीकै अब त्रिलोक मात्रै नभई त्यसै गरी हाम्रो शरीरको कुनै शरीर धातु, त्यसै गरी पञ्चेन्द्रिय, त्यसै गरी विभिन्न वर्ग विभिन्न स्थानबाट चाहिँ हामीले जस्तै कहिलेकाहीँ हामी रिस उठ्ने बेलामा कतै हामीमा चाहिँ त्यस्तो खालको कहिले उकालो कहिले ओह्रालो, कहिले रिस उठ्ने कहिले खुसी बिखुसीको बेलामा पनि हामी विशेष गरेर हाँस्न सक्यो भने चाहिँ रिसको एउटा हामीले त्यसलाई कसरी चाहिँ तालिका मिलाउन सक्छ। रिस कम गर्नको लागि हामीमा त्यो एउटा नेगेटिभ पोइन्ट चाहिँ भनौँ न होइन, त्यसलाई चाहिँ नकारात्मक भावनालाई चाहिँ डाउन गर्नको लागि चाहिँ के गर्नुपर्ने रहेछ भन्ने कुरा विषयमा उहाँले एकदमै विस्तृत रूपमा चाहिँ जानकारी दिनुभयो। कृपया तपाईँहरूले सक्नुहुन्छ भने एउटा चाहिँ पेपर हातमा राखेर डट पेनले नोट गरेर राख्नुहोला। एकछिन पछाडि हामीमा प्रश्न उत्तर पनि गरिनेछ। त्यसै गरी अब भने चाहिँ हाम्रो अर्को दोस्रो नम्बरमा रहेको छ यसै बौद्ध धर्मको चाहिँ एउटा प्रतिनिधित्व गर्नु भएर चाहिँ बौद्ध धर्मको विषयमा आज यस भनौँ न संसारमा धेरैवटा धर्मको चाहिँ अध्ययन भइरहेको छ, अभ्यास गरिरहनु भएको छ। त्यसले गर्दाखेरि बौद्ध धर्मको एउटा सिद्धान्तले पनि के भन्नुहुने रहेछ त त्यसको विषयमा चाहिँ आफ्नो प्रस्तुति दिनुको लागि म परम पूजनीय दोल्पो टुकु रिम्पोछेज्यूलाई 15 मिनटको लागि हार्दिक अनुरोध गर्न चाहन्छु।
For Swami Ekarthanand for your inspiring sharing， 特别感谢这个印度教领袖的刚才的这个分享。然后 next we're honored to invite Dolpo Tulku Rinpoche to share from the Buddhist tradition。那么现在呢，有请尊贵的多布图库仁波切从佛教的角度来进行分享。
So, firstly, I would want to pay respect all the speaker, and then also thank you for coming. I can see many different faces. I'm very happy that whatever we discuss here, I'm sure, except me, you can take it very good advice from those speakers, and you can share for your neighborhood, and that's how we begin to spread knowledge and peace. Anyway, now according to Buddha's teaching, how we can come over from negative emotion. So that is the topic. So firstly, first step, you have to know what is negative emotion. So for example, when you want to go to fight, then really you have to know the definition of your enemy, how they react, how they speak, what the technique they will use to how to harm you. So this is very important. Similarly, here we have to know what is really negative emotions. If you go to each of negative emotion, for example, anger, hatred, jealousy, you can describe in many ways. But in all, you can say which emotion destroy your peace and happy. And all that types of emotions, it's mentioned in, according to Buddha teaching, it is negative emotion. And I believe that whatever negative emotion which destroying your happy, peace, love, compassion, and altruism actions, and all that, I think we have all agreed for. Those emotions are the negative emotion. So, and then the second step, we have to know what is antidote. For example, when we get pain, and we have to know first what types of pain you have it. So then you have to see the doctors, and they will address you, or you have a cancer, or you have a gastric, so on. So according to that, you have to eat the medicine. Similarly, you have to know what is antidote. When you don't recognize antidote, then you can't come over. For example, one of the great teacher, Dharma Kirti, one of the great teacher in Nalanda, he said, ignorance and compassion, they goes together sometimes. They can't be like a fire and water. They can be sometimes goes together. So that's why if you only practice compassion, you cannot come over all those negative emotions, because it can be goes together in one person. Sometimes we can see they have a great compassion, but due to the knowledge or lack of information, sometimes their compassion action goes to wrong way. I have this example. For some time we run a foundation, and that's why sometimes I meet very great donators. They have great compassion, they want to do it. But sometimes, not everyone, but some of them, they have a lack of knowledge of the culture of the Nepal and the psychology of the Nepalese people. So they have their own idea, and the intention is good, but sometimes it cannot go together. So therefore, only compassion doesn't go to antidote of negative emotion. Therefore, we really have to carefully, we have to check what is the antidote of negative emotion. And here I want to make one example. I don't know how it can be covered, but in the teaching there is a nice example that dog, when they bark to you or on you, then you can throw stone. The dog is coming from straight toward to you, and you can throw stone somewhere else, and the dog go to bite stone, not for the who is throwing, but the lion or tiger. Wherever you throw stone, they don't go to the stone where you throw it, but they directly come to you. So similarly, we must know what is the root of negative emotions. So that is very important according to Buddha's teaching. So therefore, of course, all of you know that the Dharma Chakra Sutra, which he gave first teaching in Saranag, and therefore he taught four truth of Noble One. And the second, the third is truth of the final one, truth of the path. And he explored more the truth of path and their Eight Noble Path. Then first he taught right view. He said, you need right view. Its right view is like an eye, and the rest of the seven gleams, they are like your feet. So whenever you have a disha, whenever you look it clearly, then you can step with the confidently, without any bias or nervous. So that's why Buddha taught first view, perfect view. So now what does it mean perfect? I'm sure they have a different view, but here is the perfect means which can go to totally opposite of the negative emotion. And that's it. That's the meaning of perfect view. So here, then, now it's really, we have to, it's important here to make it clear. So look at, when we have anxiety, we can reflect what is going with our mind. Of course, we have a very, obviously we have too much self-grasping. And when we have a jealousy, immediately you can reflect, we have, oh, I don't have it. Why they can have this? Like immediately you feel yourself. And then anxiety, also same. Always you feel like you will be going to lose something. So then please reflect again when we are happy, when we are sharing love and compassion and good actions. At that time, can you reflect? We have a very much less self-grasping. We feel more equal, or we feel, even sometimes we forget our own self. When you do great charity, sometimes you do good things. I'm sure you have experienced. And most of the time, you forget yourself. And, many social workers I met, they said they have depressed by doing social work. And I sometimes directly I tell them, no, you do social work, but you might have so much expectations. So when you don't receive that, then you feel it, like, then, oh, I did this, they don't recognize, they are not saying even thanks. So you get depressed there. So here, I guess, those texts are very, very important, but most important, we can witness our own. So when we are gentle, sharing love, compassion, we have a very less self-grasping. So that means, so Buddha said, he said that there are anger, hatred, jealousy, ego, all based on self-grasping. So therefore, now you have to look at the self-existence. Is it really exist? So you have to look at not by the text reasoning, but by the reason, and through the logic you have to investigate. So when you look at which one is which you have identity of the self, when you look at all your body, your hand, we have a 10 finger. We never say, I am as a 10. We say 1. But that oneness is, where is it? When you look at all that, and it's not only believing, but you don't see any solid existence. When you stay there, you know, no one and no many, no right and no left, no heavy and no light, no big and no small. So just going beyond these structures, that is the best, according to Buddha's teaching, that is the antidote. When you destroy the structure, then how it's possible to get negative emotion? For example, if I don't have an idea that Apple are very famous, fancy mobile, then I never get any reaction. If you put this mobile front of, we have a very cute dog. So if I used to put from of her, she don't care at all. So when you cross this structure, and there is the time that without praying, without imagination, you lose anxiety, ego, everything. And that is the first right view, okay? From that, based on that right view, then you can do samadhi meditation, vipassana meditation, so on. So that's the technique of, according to Buddhists, how to come over negative emotions. So it's called emptiness view. It's really brought it from Nagarjuna, one of the great Pandit from Nalanda University. So yes, that's it. Thank you.
धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद पूजनीय डोल्पो टुकु रिम्पोछेज्यूलाई। यहाँले साँच्चीकै बुद्धिस्ट एउटा चाहिँ बौद्ध धर्ममा पनि एउटा हेर्ने दृष्टिकोण, पोइन्ट अफ भ्यू धेरै प्रकारको छ र साथै भगवान गौतम बुद्धले दिनुभएको उपदेश।
Christianity. In the gospel we see that how Jesus overcame the temptation, the evil. Jesus fasted for 40 days and 40 nights, and then he was hungry. The devil approached and said to Jesus, "If you are the Son of God, command that these stones become loaves of bread." And Jesus replied, "It is written, one does not live by bread alone, but every word that comes from the mouth of God." Then the devil took Jesus to top of the city and said to him, "If you are the Son of God, throw yourself down." And Jesus answered him, "You shall not put the Lord your God to the test." Third time, the devil took Jesus up to a very high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world in the magnificence. At this, Jesus said to him, "Get away, Satan, it is written, the Lord your God you shall worship, and him alone you shall serve." Then the devil left him, and behold, angels came and ministered to him. Here we see that Jesus was able to overcome the temptation because he was filled with the divine grace. He fasted for 40 days and nights and remained connected with the divine power. That was his strength and enlightenment to withstand and resist the temptation. Jesus set an example and model for us. He taught us how to understand and face the realities of the world. We as human beings are attracted to wealth and seek for comfort zone, physical and mental pleasures for our safety, satisfaction and sustenance. When I look into myself personally, I see a vast contrast between Jesus as human divine nature and my own fragile human nature, which is vulnerable to temptation and the desire to have more in life. I need to build the trust that I am the child of God, and that gives me the strength and confidence. In our society, we overcome evil by promoting peace and justice, by respecting and restoring the dignity of others, regardless of caste and faith. When we love our neighbors, accept and acknowledge others with their differences, we overcome the evil in our broken relationships. When we are overly concerned for wealth and the desire to have more, we give in to temptations. We can overcome evil by recognizing our weakness, not by relying on our strength and power. A collective evil is present in the world. Greed, wanting wealth and power without concern for others. Hatred and discrimination based on caste, race and faith. Corruption, abuse of authority for personal gain. Injustice, oppression, exploitation, unfair treatment. Violence and war. Destruction of human life, peace and unity. Moral indifference, that is ignoring the sufferings of others. Environmental destruction, harming nature and future generation. World leaders and those in positions of responsibilities need to work intentionally to bring peace and unity. We, each one of us who are present here, also have the duty and responsibilities to sow the seeds of hope, peace and love. It's a never-ending process and requires constant effort. So dear friends, let's answer the clarion call by being the first one to work for peace and hope to the hopeless, needy and sufferings. Thus, let's overcome evil at the personal, social and global levels. Thank you.
धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद सिस्टर स्टोला डेभिसलाई। उहाँले पनि आफ्नो एउटा प्रस्तुति धेरै सान्दर्भिक हिसाबले राख्नुभयो।
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. सबैमाथि peace र mercy होस्। बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अल्हम्दुलिल्लाहि रब्बिल आलमीन। अस्सलातु वस्सलामु अला रसूलिहिल अमीन इला यौमिद्दीन। Respected our Dharma Guru and our brothers and sisters from several religions. Actually, I am seeing here the mixed gatherings. So sometimes I will explain my words in Nepali and sometimes maybe in English. When we say, I heard from our previous Dharma Gurus, every religion teach the people very good teachings and for the benefit of humankind, not the destroyer, not the conflict. But when someone use the religion for their personal benefit or any other things, at that time he or they use the name of religion for the violence. But never know any religion teach the violence, but always teach peace, harmony, and humanity, and love, justice. So Islam, when we see the teachings of Islam, Islam means peace. So how can Islam teach the violence? And from the Islamic teaching and each and every work of Islam, the aim of that work is how can establish the peace and remove the negative things. Islam teaches that religion came for the human being. How can not for only Muslims? All the human being. For benefit of all the human being. Save the human being from the harms and negative things, not to harm the people. So, if we see in Quran, there is one ayah, لَقَدْ كَرَّمْنَا بَنِي آدَمَ. We gave the respect to the all human being, not the Muslim. If we recognize that Hindu is human, Buddhist is human, and Christian and others, and someone who have no any faith, they are human, they are respected people. This is the I believe that Islamic teaching is way of success. So I believe in that. And you believe Buddhist teaching is any good for the success, and someone others. When I demand from you, you respect my faith. Why not I respect your faith? So, if we believe in Buddhism or Islam or Hinduism and any Christianity and other faiths, it is our personal choice. But it is not our choice to hatred the other faith people. So Islam never say. Islam what educate and teach that Islam say La ikraha fid din. Ini dharma kunai jor jabardasti छैन. There is no force, and you cannot change anyone forcefully or with power or any way of others. You cannot. Everyone have the right to choose the religion according to his own choice. So Islam never say that. And I start from one thing. You always hear that jihad, and people, oh, jihad, very bad thing. But we don't know what is the jihad. Maybe someone and he used this word in his bad aim or objective. But originally jihad means to struggle against the evil things, to struggle against the bad things, and to struggle, establish the good things, which is the good for the human being. So jihad, and very good jihad is you start from yourself. First you start in your niya. Niyat means what you say, what you are thinking. You change your mind from evil things. If here is hatred, if here is I am special from others, or here is any kind of thing which is not suitable for a good human, first you start from here, jihad from you, yourself, and you purify yourself from all the bad and evil things. That is the real jihad. And if you do jihad, you after that in your family. Family means you make your family a heavenly family. You teach your son and daughters good teaching and remove from all things. This is the jihad. And this goes and step to step others. So jihad means never is you kill the other people, but you save the human being. So Islam says, if you kill any person without any reason, you killed all the human beings. And if you save one person, not one Muslim, one human being, one people, one man or a woman, on children, you save all the human beings. And someone can think that I stole without any reason. Reason means if he did any mistake which is punishable, it is not your work, not my personal work. It is the duty of a state. The judiciary can give punishment, not any group or any people. For example, we are living here in Nepal. If one group or one person start the jihad, it is not jihad. It is against the religion teaching. So, jihad means not the one person or one group he start anything, but this is the jihad. So, if you see anything, when we start any, for example, Islam never, when teach the people, not not teach for the only Muslim, human being, human, and not the only human being. I say one story is, one day Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, our prophet, told the people, now one people is coming, he will give to heaven, Jannah. And one person came in. Next day, same words he told, and the same person came. And the third day, same thing. After that, one person thought that, what is the speciality? How can he will go to the Jannah? What work he do? Actually, our religious people always what thing? Gyan, dhyan, and this yoga, this. will send me to Jannah. But Islam said, if you do any gyan dhyan in namaz, roza, anything, but if you your work is unhuman, if you harm the people, human being, or not only human being, any animal, or you destroy the nature, or you will never go only in the base of Gyan Dhyan into heaven. If you go to the heaven with the Gyan Dhyan, Namaz, Roza, Hajj, Zakat, there is very important thing. You save the life and the rights of all human being, animal, and all the nature. For example, I didn't complete that story, and one person, he asked him, I want to live with you whole night. He lived in his home 3 days. He didn't see anything new which other people is doing, and he is doing more. After that he asked him, Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam told that you will go to Jannah, but we are not seeing anything new. What we are doing, you are doing something. How can you will go? He told, I am doing what you saw. But one thing maybe, at the night time when we go to the sleep, at that time, if someone abuse me or harm me, anything, I all thing remove from mind. I became the killer for him. I forgive them. And I don't think to harm any other. I never make any bad thinking against the others. Oh, because of this you will go to the Jannah. And the next thing, one woman was very good in worship, in Gyan, Dhyan, others. But what she did, she caught one cat, and didn't give that cat the meal and water, and after some days that cat died. So because of this unhuman work, she punished by the Allah. So Islam always say, you first of all purify your soul, and after that you work only to please the Allah and to better and uplift and good for the human being, for the animals, for the all nature, save the nature. This is the teaching of Islam briefly. Thank you.
धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद धर्मगुरु।
And concise to that, we can allow more participants to join the discussion. So please don't give long speech, okay? 下面呢，我们会进行一个问答环节，然后大家有任何的问题都可以举手，然后向在场的这个任何的宗教领袖去提问，但是请不要太长 ，OK？
त्यसैले अनि म एउटा कुरा यो भन्न चाहन्छु, जस्तै प्रश्न गर्नुहुने बेलामा चाहिँ हामीले जस्तै भाषण गरेको जस्तो होइन, कुनै व्याख्या गरेको जस्तो नगर्नु होला। तपाईँहरूको मनमा लागेको प्रश्न चाहिँ सर्ट एन्ड स्विट छोटो। अनि धर्मगुरु 4 जना यहाँ चाहिँ उपस्थित हुनुहुन्छ, हजुरले एउटा तोकेर बोलिदिनुहोस् होइन, म चाहिँ फल्ना गुरुलाई मेरो यो प्रश्न चाहिँ मैले गर्न गइरहेको छु, त्यो पनि सफा गरेर चाहिँ हजुर प्रश्न सोध्न सक्नुहुन्छ। धन्यवाद।
Namaste everyone, I'm Dr. Hasan. My question is to Maulana Sahab. I have heard and read that in the Quran it is mentioned that Muhammad Sahib is the seal of prophet, and he is a seal of prophet. I mean, he's the last prophet to be born, and Quran is the last book to descend. So isn't that a proclamation of superiority? I mean, that is the last book to descend. There will be no any religious book after this. Isn't that proclamation of superiority? That is my question. I'm sorry if
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Actually, I told you, if you believe on any religion, it means you think that religion is perfect for you. If you see all is equal, why they are Buddhist? Why not accept the Islam? Why they are Christian or Hindu? And why I am Muslim? It means, if we say all are equal, it means I am not telling the true. There is hypocrisy. So never hypocrisy can be the truth. But what Islam teach, if you believe on your religion, you see that is the true, exact other person is thinking same like you. And one is Christian or Buddhist, he is also believe on that religion because he is thinking that this is the complete for him, his life. So, I have to respect his belief. Okay? So, it means not one religion say that I am the super and other are the any inferior or other. Clear? So, according to the Islamic belief, or according to the Quran, from the first person, maybe according to the language, name is different. Adam, we say Adam, and our Christian brothers say Adam, and maybe our Hindu brothers say Manu and any Stupa, we say Adam and you or Adam and Hawa. From there to Muhammad, the series of any prophet came here to teach the any teachings of Allah for the human people. And it is the, we can explain if more, maybe time will finish in my only speech. You can come to my office, we will more. Islam, because one time came before, you said before, if here is Nepal and there was America, no other any world was don't know about America. Yeah? And you see, this type of world was separated from each other. But in that age, when Muhammad came, world became the one village. So at that time, there was no need to continue the prophethood, that continuity. So Allah finished that and sent the last prophet and the last book. And before the Quran time, there was no any means you can save the teachings. So I don't want to go to the history, and this what you say, program is not suitable for that. So I respectfully ask you to come our masjid. We will talk you in detail. So it is our belief, Muslims believe. Not Muslims say forcefully you have to believe that. If your belief is other, we respect you. Thank you.
अरू कोही हुनुहुन्छ भने हात उठाइदिनु होला। अनि प्रश्न एकदम संक्षिप्तमा त्यसै गरी उत्तर पनि अलिकति छोटकारीमा दिनु होला भन्न चाहन्छु। अनि जस्तो धेरै लामो भयो भने फेरि अरूलाई पनि समय पाउँदैन हैन, समय अलिकति पर्याप्त छैन, त्यसले गर्दा
My name is Dr. Narendra Pandey. It is not a question, it is a query. This subject, evil, is very good in itself. And I have read somewhere that the production of evil comes from ourselves. This is a factory inside. So we don't have to look outside for evil. That is one thing. And second thing, my query is, I read one book, and in that book, it's about the myth. He said that Christianity don't think other religion as a religion. They consider other religion as a heathen or pagan. Is this not evil? Is this not evil? And they teach their children to not consider any other god as God. Is this not evil? And the second query is, the Islam religion is considered as a religion of terror, religion of sword. Is this not evil? So, why I am sharing this? This is an inter-religious meeting or gathering. I want to make sure these are not the evils and these are not making any negative mind to other religious believers. Thank you.
हजुर कोही हुनुहुन्छ होला? तपाईहरुले मनमा लागेको कुरा सोध्न सक्नुहुन्छ। जुनसुकैमा रिम्पोछेज्यू पनि हुनुहुन्छ, त्यसैगरी स्वामीजी हुनुहुन्छ, सबैजनाले आफ्नो मनमा लागेको कुरा, if there is some from foreigner, then please you can ask also about any religions. Yes, Buddhism, Hinduism. I think this is very good opportunity to ask. Please, you don't waste your time. कोही हुनुहुन्छ यतापट्टि? Yes, Francis, Sister Francis, Chiringla. Can you pass mic?
I'm Frances Glatzel. I've worked with Rinpoche on the book. My question relates to the theme of this afternoon's presentation, which is helping to overcome negative emotions. And we heard different aspects from the 4 different religions, but I would ask any of the speakers if they have thoughts about what is the common theme that connects all of the religions to overcome negative emotions. Thank you.
For me, yes.
For anybody.
Anyone? Can you repeat?
What is the common thread, or what is the common idea that is in each of those religions to help overcome negative emotions?
When I enter now, whatever I learn from different religions, what I found is there is a 2 point very similar. One is always each of religions talk about compassion. But compassion is bred antidote, one of the antidote of the selfishness. So this is one similarity. That's the one. And the second, when they go more deeper, then there are different names, but each of religions, it talks about the destroying this common structure and the going beyond of normal thought. And they name God and great Atma and emptiness and Buddha nature and Allah. And I listen, this famous, I don't remember the name, but very often I listen that song, Allah Hu, one of the Pakistan singer, he sings always this, Allahu, Allahu. This, please listen to that. And there, that song, it's similar like a Heart Sutra. And Embu Mingmal is the witness. So whenever we travel, very often I listen to this song. So that's why going somewhere mystery land, that sort of say, and that is similar. So compassion and resting into mystery place. So these two looks very same. That's what from my point of thought.
关于没错啦。
还有什么问题吗？
Respecting others and the self-dignity and giving dignity to others, that is also running through the method, all the religion. Sir, Dr. also was telling Christianity we are also study more and more. We have an open heart and mind to receive the new culture, new way of living. So we are also more and more opening like a flower blooming. We are also trying to respect, love and accept everyone.
Can you speak a little bit? Swami, come on. Great.
May I speak?
Just.
This is concerning Dr. Saab's question about saying that Christianity बेचे अलिक अरू रिलिजनहरूलाई अलिक मान्यता दिँदैन भनेर त्यसमा म अलिकति विरोध गर्छु त्यो क्वेसनमा because I hope Dr. Saab knows that in Christianity there are many denominations and I do not know which denomination he's talking about. If we are talking about Catholics or Catholicism, Catholicism is a religion that is very, very open and does not discriminate Hinduism or Buddhism because I myself am married to a Brahmin, a Hindu, and just recently in our church we had 3 young ladies married all to Hindus. So in Catholicism, we accept and we respect all the religions. That's one thing. And to Maulana, I want to put not a question, but it is actually what came in my mind. I read that in Pakistan, there was this lady called Bibi. And this Bibi was put into prison and was going to be hanged because she took water from a well that should be or would be used only by Muslim people. So this lady was a working woman. She felt thirsty and went to the well and she drank water from there and she was put into prison and and later she would be hanged or something. But I think international interventions were there, and now she is somewhere abroad. So I would like to just say, why did that thing happen in Pakistan, in the Islamic world, in the Muslim world?
Just about that previous question, common thread, it was, I understand, question for the followers of all religions. So, Hinduism point of view, I will put forward, in the most ancient books, Rig Veda, considered to be the most ancient book, it is said that the truth is one. Sages call it by different names. And when Swami Vivekananda in 1893 went to America to participate in the World Parliament of Religions, there he told, as a Hindu, he told that we believe not only in universal toleration, because when you say toleration, that means I know I am right, he may be wrong, so I will tolerate you. No. Vivekananda said, we believe not only in universal toleration, but we accept all religions as true. That is what Swami Vivekananda said. And Sri Ramakrishna said, suppose you go to a ghat, a lake, there are 4 ghats. And out of that 4 ghats, maybe in one ghat, one Christian is taking water, he calls it aqua. Another Muslim may be drinking water from another ghat, he calls it pani. Hindu may drink water from another ghat, he calls it jal. Though it is different names, but the truth is one. It is a one and the same water. So there is no reason to quarrel. And Sri Ramakrishna says that everybody will get that salvation. Everybody will be freed. Everybody will be free from all sorrows, irrespective of caste, creed, or religion. That is the position of Hinduism. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sister, for your question. But first time I heard, but I don't know this accident where happened and how. You told that in Pakistan. So, 2 things should be very clear. One, when we say it is in Islam, means it is the teaching of Islam, it is in Quran, or it is the saying of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But if one Muslim, he is believing in Islam, but he did any mistake, that is not Islam. Islam is only, which is the teaching of real source of Islam. So, according to the real source of Islam, if this thing happened, that is totally against the Islam. Because in Islam there is no discrimination. Even if my brother drink the water from this bottle, from same bottle I can drink the water. Not only Muslim, human being. So, if because taking the water from one place, if it became the punishable, it cannot be the teaching of Islam. Thank you.
I have a question.
Please.
I have been Chinese lawyer for 30 years, but I haven't any belief. I also don't believe Communist Party of China. Nowadays I come here, I work with a neighborly lawyer. but I won't have a belief. So nowadays, I want to ask, can I, because you are all wish, kindness, master, I want learn from all of you, but maybe I want ask, can I learn from all of you first, then I decide which belief maybe I want truly be my truly belief. This is my question. Thank you.
So you said you are not believer.
Yeah.
I think you are believer. Maybe you are not believing Buddhist, Christian, but for my point of view, everyone is believer. They believe something. So do you believe Kung Fu is good for health?
No. I think Kung Fu is cheat. Boxing. If you want fact, boxing is so.
Boxing is good?
Yeah.
Do you believe?
Yeah, in my belief.
That's it. So that's why you believe boxing is good. So you know, everyone believes something. Normally, there are so many scientists, students. 80% of them, they don't have lab. They only believe atom reactions, whatever the reason article, whatever they explain, they believe it. But they never have chance to go to, unfortunately, most of university are not very rich. They can't afford, you can't see. So they believe. And lot of non-religious believers, they believe psychologists, they believe vitamins, they believe exercise is good, they believe gymnastics is good. So everyone, we being happy because we just, without knowing, we can believe. So I believe I will be tomorrow, that makes me happy. But I don't know, really, I will be survive tomorrow. But I just believe, and that makes me happy. So that's why everyone, somehow they are believer. That's my thing, what I thought. So you said, what is good for you, If you come very personally to me, without them, then I will say, this is the good for you. I will not say that. You just study. You study. Until now, you are you are lawyer, and you can, your thought is very grow up. So you have a sense of what is right, what is wrong. And then you can study and check what is helping you to be happy, more compassionate, more doing altruism. So whatever suitable in this point, that point of way, and that is you should follow. And yes, that's all.
Thank you.
अब भने हाम्रो प्रश्न उत्तरको समय अन्तिम आए। अब म तीनजनालाई अप्सन दिनेछु अनि अलिक स्टार्ट योर क्वेसन लस।
Hello, my name is Jude Lawrence. I'm here from Australia, and this question is for Dolpo Tulku Rinpoche. I did not grow up around Tibetan Buddhism and Tibetan iconography and these mandalas and mantras. So I'm not familiar with all of the dressings, and yet arriving here, I feel a curiosity, I feel an attraction and pull towards Tibetan Buddhism. And I understand there is a moment when it's possible to take refuge to a significant threshold. How would I know, or what advice do you have for a Westerner, for someone not familiar with this lineage? How would I know, what's your advice in knowing when that moment feels true or good, where, yeah, this is my question for you.
The best, the when you can take refuge, isn't it? Yeah.
And why? What would I, how would I know, what would I,
Yeah.
when would I
Yes.
be sure?
So first you have to study. You have to study, and then not only half of information, generally, historically, and then basis philosophy and the path that you have to study. And the great speaker said, whoever doing mistake, name of Muslim, they are not Muslim. And if you really want to know, is that you should read Quran. Similarly, now you are new here, you will see good things. You will see very not so good things as well. But you don't focus too much those things and read the text. And when it thinks, oh, that really makes sense to me. When you feel from here something very nice, warm, correct, and that is the time to take a refuge. Yeah.
So only to the text and tracking my inner
Yes,
body
yes.
feeling in response to the text.
Yes. And whenever you have, then so many questions arise. You value your question and ask right teacher or those gurus. You ask and study and ask, and then at the end you feel something solid, certainty. When you get that certainty, that's the time to take a refuge.
So text, embodied response,
Yes.
and then asking questions.
Yes, yes, yes.
Until the second.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's all.
Yes. Sirimla, can you pass the mic to sister? सानो बहिनीपछि दिदीको बाबा है, त्यसपछि लास्ट भने चाहिँ
Hello everyone. My name is Inshu, and I would like to ask this question to any four of you. So this is an inter-religious gathering, and in this world there are some people who are atheists also, like who do not believe in religion, and I mean most of them are like because of their lack of information or because they could not find comfort in the religion, or they do not have someone who can guide them. So as a human themselves and like us, they might also they might be facing some suffering, like materialistic needs or pleasure and stuff like that, anger, hatred, jealousy. So as a Buddhist myself, if I met someone like that, I would really show him some way of Buddhist. But if he, so I tell him to explore through religious, and if he studies Islam, he finds some happiness in Islam and connection. And when he explores another religion, he finds that. And what would you do if you find an atheist without first of all, without telling him to come in or inviting him to your religion? As a human being, how would you help him overcome negative emotions? I'm sorry, this question is so complicated. I didn't mean it for like that. And thank you all. And I really believe that Swami Guruji's statement really it's very helpful. Some may say it's dull, some may say it's funny. But at the end of the day, it's some language barrier and stuff, different perspective. But at the end of the day, everyone is human, yeah. And thank you for speaking.
understanding for this. If I find a person, I'll try to listen to that person. Why he has become, why he is not that, why he is there. Lot of attentive listening is needed to that person. How all the problems, difficulties. I am not going to impose on him what I think, but listen to him very carefully and understand him and go too much extent that he feels comfortable to share all his problems.
Okay, thank you. This question about what an atheist will do. Is that the question exactly? So, just 2 points. Once, some atheist, a person who did not believe in God, but he came to Sri Ramakrishna. And what shall I do? I don't believe in God. Then he advised, you pray in such a way that if you really exist, oh God, if you really exist, then please reveal yourself to me and give me that confidence. Another thing Swami Vivekananda said, that if you are really rank atheist and really don't believe in God or whatever, that doesn't matter. He said, be good and do good. That is the whole of religion. Be good and do good.
I want to share some experience how I deal with this situation. When I travel in Europe and other places, I met a lot of these. So first I listen what their issues, problem, philosophy, and then sometimes I notice there is no point to explain about karma. Sometimes I can see whatever you give reason, they won't believe past life and future life. But what I do is, I tell them, learn how to be compassionate for others. How to control your anger and jealousy. You can learn that. So, and I love the way of Bodhisattva. This text is very good, so I tell them, read it. Whatever you don't like it, just leave it there. But I'm sure there are a lot of message. It's helpful for you, and take it as your piece of cake for you. And then, that's how I suggest them. Then I've never tried them to bring into religion. That's I really don't do it. And at the end, when they practice love, compassion, patience, and it's okay. You and I, we think we are believer and Buddhist. We don't do all practice. We only do some part, very small percentage. And they are also doing small percentage. And at the end, we are quite similar. But only the name, we stuck on with the name. That's all.
Good. Thank you.
Yes, there is.
I hope that
my name is Ravindra
from our gurus are enough. But I suggest our sister and all of brother and sister, if someone is not believe on God, at that time also you have to love Him, you have to respect Him, and you have to, as told our gurus, you give Him to express his any thinking, what he is thinking right, and accordingly to your knowledge, you can teach him about the good things. And Islam says that if you are discussing with someone and he is not accepting your any words, what you do? Don't fight, don't say negative things, but with salam, very peacefully, okay, we respect your any ideas, and this is, we know, which I conveyed to you, and we will see again and we will meet again, but we will now drink tea, and after that we will go, and our humanity should be at that time also very strong. So if after that maybe he will study, he is free. He will study and ask as our Guru suggested, brother. And after that, choice is, he is free to choose his fate. So never be anger if he is deep and not agree with you. Thank you.
I'm Dr. Rabindra Khanal. I have a very simple question, it is. And any one of you can answer, since we are from different religion and we all believe in heaven and hell. So can you tell me how many heavens and hells are there? This is my question. Thank you.
Actually, we think about the Allah or God or Om or which name we say, similar to we and the people. So sometimes we confuse how many, how long. His power is endless. His work, he can do what he wants. So, according to the need, there should be the heaven and hell. Thank you.
May just quickly, though I am a Hindu, this answer I want to give from small quotation from the Bible, Sermon on the Mount or something, I don't know, but it is there in the Bible. The kingdom of heaven is within you. That is, heaven also means God. The kingdom of God is within you, within yourself. And it is very much similar to our saying that God is within ourselves. We Hindu also say the same thing. So it resonates with Hinduism also. Thank you.
धन्यवाद। अब पनि हाम्रो प्रश्न उत्तरको समय चाहिँ सकिएको छ। त्यसले गर्दाखेरि आजको साँच्चैकै यो चारैवटा धार्मिक क्षेत्रबाट चाहिँ प्रश्न उत्तर गर्न पाउँदा हामी पनि खुसी छौँ र सबैजना खुसी हुनुहुन्छ भन्ने मलाई विश्वास लागेको छ। र त्यसैले गर्दाखेरि यो एउटा चाहिँ सन्दर्भिक एउटा प्रश्न उत्तर थियो, धेरै राम्रो। कृपया सबैजनाले अल्छी नमानिकन कसरी ताली बजाएर चाहिँ स्वागत गर्नुहोस्। चरणमा आइसकेको छ। त्यसैले गर्दाखेरि हाम्रो जुन चाहिँ अघि मैले सानो सानो समूह बनाएर चाहिँ छलफल गर्ने भन्ने त्यसले चाहिँ समय अलिकति पर्याप्त पुगेन। त्यो छलफलै हाम्रो क्वेसन एउटा चाहिँ एन्सरमा गइसकेको छ। त्यसैले गर्दाखेरि योभन्दा अगाडि अब कार्यक्रमलाई चाहिँ समापन गर्नको लागि परम पूजनीय दोलपो रिम्पोछेलाई रिक्वेस्ट अथवा अनुरोध गर्नुभन्दा अगाडि हाम्रो फादर्स एन्सलाई चाहिँ उहाँको मन्तव्य व्यक्त गर्नुको लागि छोटो समय उहाँलाई दिन चाहन्छु। कृपया तपाईले आफ्नो मन्तव्य चाहिँ छोटो 2-3 मिनेटको चाहिँ सिध्याउनु होला भनेर अनुरोध गर्न चाहन्छु।
Before letting Dolpo Tulku Rinpoche to conclude this beautiful meeting, I would like just to say a few things as the organizer with Dolpo Tulku of this meeting. I'm a Catholic priest, So that explains to some of you that the Catholic Church is promoting totally this kind of meeting to promote an understanding, love, and growing harmony between the religion. So when Dolpo Tulku, I asked him what team we shall take, I was reflecting, and then he told me, how can we, according to our religious tradition, how can we overcome our negative feelings? And then I said, it's a very good Buddhist point, but I know other religion will be also interested because we are all facing this question of negative feeling, of evil, of temptation, of ego. But then I was thinking, there is a little danger. Because we can have maybe negative feelings against the other religions. And God knows how many prejudices sometimes we have against the other religions. And hence so many wars have happened in the world and are still happening, you know. So I said, you know, but he let me free to choose a speaker. So I decided to choose those 4 eminent speakers for 2 reasons. The first, because since 3 years, they have been participating to each edition of this interreligious tea. They know each other. And there is a friendship which has started between themselves. And I knew they are going to play different music, but like 4 chords of a guitar, they can tune together. We have heard different music, but the result is obviously a beautiful music. Thank you for this beautiful harmony we have given us to hear today. We can applaud, give them a good applause, you know, because that says a lot about the harmony of religion and Nepal. The second thing I wanted to say, I also chosen them because I know for their own religions, they are respected, they have knowledge, and they are enlightened people. And a special thanks to Sister Stella, because often in those interreligious meetings we have only men on the days, and I wanted at least a woman. Thank you, Sister Stella. And I was sure that each of them will give us the best of his or her traditions. And I would like to tell you, since 30 years, my life, I've been fully engaged in interreligious dialogue, here in Kathmandu, before in Varanasi, in Europe and in US. My advice I give always, when we want to discover another religion, we have to go first in search of the best of the religion. Here in Nepal, we look first at the beauty of the Himalayas, not at the mud or not at the broken roads. There are a lot of broken roads, but we look at the beauty of Himalayas. If I have to speak of Nepal in the midst of the world, I won't say it's a country with broken roads. It's a country of beautiful Himalayas. So when you want to know something about a religion, go to the summit. The mud, the violence, the hatred, that is the human nature. But religions are better than that. And thank you for having shared, each one of you, the best of your own traditions.
धन्यवाद फाल्गुन चेन्याललाई उहाँले आफ्नो एउटा सन्दर्भिक मन्तव्य दिनुभयो। अब भने हाम्रो पालो आएको छ। अघि मैले राखेको अनुसारले नै 5 नम्बरको एउटा जे विषयलाई हामीले क्यान्सल गरेको छौँ, रद्द गरेको छौँ। अब चाहिँ साँच्चै आजको दिन हामीले विभिन्न धार्मिक अभ्यास गरिएर चाहिँ हामीले भ्रमण अनुसन्धान गरेर उहाँहरूले व्याख्या गर्नुभएको प्रस्तुतमा धेरै कुराहरू हामीले सुन्न पायौँ र बुझ्न पायौँ। यसैले गर्दाखेरि यस्तै खालको दिनहरू फेरि पनि आगामीको दिनहरूमा पनि आउन पाओस्, यो चाहिँ कामना गर्न चाहन्छु। र यसै गरी अब भने हाम्रो 6औं नम्बरमा विषय रहेको छ। आजको यस कार्यक्रममा साँच्चै संस्थाबाट चाहिँ निमन्त्रण गर्नुभएको अनुसारले सबैजना उपस्थित हुनुभयो। तपाईहरुको यो उपस्थितिले आजको यस कार्यक्रम चाहिँ भव्य र सभ्य रूपमा सफल भएको जानकारी म गर्न चाहन्छु। र साथै आजको यस कार्यक्रम 2:30 बजेदेखि लिएर चाहिँ अहिलेको जस्तै 5 बजे अथवा 5:30 बजेसम्मको अन्तरालमा चाहिँ हाम्रो आजको यो कार्यक्रम के कस्तो भयो त्यसको विषयमा अलिकति आफ्ना मन्तव्य कुरा र त्यसै गरी आजको यस कार्यक्रमलाई साँच्चीकै समापन गर्नुको लागि चाहिँ हाम्रो यसै संस्था धुल्पो टुकु च्यारिटेबल फाउन्डेसन संस्थाको सञ्चालक तथा प्रमुख परम पूजनीय धुल्पो टुकु रिम्पोछेज्यूलाई आजको यस कार्यक्रमलाई समापन गरिदिनु हुन म हार्दिक अनुरोध गर्न चाहन्छु।
Now we would like to invite Dolpo Tulku Rinpoche to offer the concluding remarks to today's gathering. 现在请尊贵的多波图库仁波切做总结发言。
Conclusion. I don't know how to do it. Anyway, whenever I go any place, I meet two kind of people. One, they always talk and try to manipulate you how the other religious is bad. And his or her own religious is how good. Some, they took it like their own, responsibilities. And there are another person who always try to make them handshake, to talk and share the essential point. And so I am one of the person, I try, all the religions has a very good message. And I think really personally, I can't force who don't like sweet. I can't force that you have to eat sweet. I can't force. By their physical nature or mental, whatever, they like to eat sour. It's okay. So this is my point. That's why I very happily I accept to organize this conference. And my conclusion is, I learned from the great speakers. We have a different name, but our goal is same. And then we have no choice. We have to learn each other. We have to stay, and we have to go same restaurant. We have to come and fly same airport, bus station, everything. Why not we don't share our good message each other? So that is the point that I'm sure you will take some message. And then today we have this recorded, and if you forget a lot of things, please watch them. And they mention a lot of holy text name, and then you go to further study. Okay? That's it. At the end, just feel this love and compassion together. I'll just sing the short compassion mantra, and please join and feel. Can you sit in meditation posture? Please, can you enter into compassion by your own technique? Thank you. I think this is the one of the best how to conclusion. That's all.
अब हाम्रो पालो आएको छ सबैजना बस्नु भएर धेरै जुन भयो होला सायद आजको यस प्रस्तुतिले खुसी पनि हुनुहुन्छ होला एकदम रमाइलो पनि भइरहेको छ सबैजनालाई फेरि तपाईहरुको मनमा लाग्ला फेरि कार्यक्रम समापन त भइसक्यो फेरि सञ्चालकले फेरि बोलिरहनु भएको छ भन्ने कुराले आज फेरि पनि हाम्रो दुईवटा विषय चाहिँ छ अझै पनि हामीले चाहिँ जुन डिस्कस प्रस्तुतको यो कार्यक्रम चाहिँ सकेको हो अब भने चाहिँ हाम्रो आजको कार्यक्रममा जति पनि धर्मगुरुहरू हुनुहुन्छ साथै अतिथिज्यूहरू हुनुहुन्छ यो फोटो सेसन सबैजना सँगै बसेर एउटा फोटो चाहिँ खिच्ने भन्ने चाहिँ यो कार्यक्रम छ त्यसले गर्दाखेरि यसलाई चाहिँ मेरो हिसाबमा भित्रै जस्तै अघि रिम्पोछेज्यूले वाचन गर्नुभएको जस्तै गरेर यहाँ अब 4 जना गुरुहरू हुनुहुन्छ त्यो सँगै माथि ब्यानर पनि छ अनि सँगै अगाडिबाट एउटा अनि पछाडिबाट यता साइडबाट चाहिँ फोटो खिच्नु भयो भने धेरै राम्रो हुन्छ जस्तो लाग्यो अनि हाम्रो फादर एन्सले भन्दै हुनुहुन्छ हामी बाहिर गएर चाहिँ एउटा ग्रुप फोटो लिनु भयो भने चाहिँ अलिकति सफा हुन्थ्यो कि भन्ने कुरा उहाँले राख्नु भएको छ यसलाई चाहिँ परम पूज्य दोल्पो टुकु रिम्पोछेज्यूले म रिक्वेस्ट गर्न चाहन्छु हामी भित्रै खिच्न चाहन्छौँ कि बाहिर जाँदा ठिक उचित होला भनेर
हामी यहाँ खिच्छौँ अब धेरै समय छैन है हामी उता गएर खिच्दा हुन्छ एउटा केन्द्रले उतादेखि सबै धेरै झेलमेल हुन्छ त
त्यसैले फादर सेन्सले मै अनुरोध गर्न चाहन्छु हजुर फ्रन्ट साइडबाट अनि दायाँ र बायाँबाट चाहिँ फोटो खिचिदिनु न हजुरलाई म हार्दिक अनुरोध गर्न चाहन्छु